Hello everybody, I'm Gakonga, your coach and the pioneer of Vision Total Football Kenya. Habari zenu wa Kenya wenzangu. Leo hii kuna mambo kadhaa nataka tuzungumzie. Today I want us to speak about our Kenyan football and where we are heading now. And for the first time, I want to say this. Kenyans must become the executioner, the jury and the judge. And you know why I'm saying this? I have watched Kenyan football for a very long time, and you know this and we know this together. Now, the point is this: where we are heading in matters Kenyan football, we are going to a place where our Kenyan football is going to die for good. And I want to call Kenyans of goodwill, like-minded Kenyans, so we can step in before our football dies. But what do we need to do? What we need to do is very simple. We must come out, we must stage our football revolution and make sure that we succeed in our football revolution, because there is no any other way that we can save our football, and I'm being honest. Now, I want to talk about the FKF deal that is being spoken about. I heard the president say on TV yesterday that the deal that is about to come, it is going to guarantee each club 4 million Kenya shilling per year. Can you imagine a Kenyan Premier League being given 4 million Kenya shilling per year from the TV broadcasting deal? Because the president said that the clubs will be guaranteed to get 12 million Kenya shillings per year. So we know that they are already getting 8 million from the Bet King. So another 4 million that will come from the broadcasting deal, that will make it 12 million per year. This is our best league in the country, and a club is being given 12 million Kenya shilling per year. These clubs will do nothing, and these clubs will die, especially those ones which don't have jersey sponsorship, and there are many of them. Only about 3 clubs in Kenya that have jersey sponsorship as we speak. The rest, they are going to die. They cannot survive with 12 million Kenya shilling, and we know very well because it takes around 60 million Kenya shilling to run a Premier League club in Kenya. So how are they going to survive with 12 Kenya million shillings per year? And the point is, because the jersey deal is gone already, so they cannot attract anyone else for the next 5 years. And then the TV broadcasting deal is now on its way, going for a very cheap money, which is going to be about 4 million Kenya shilling per year for each club. And I hear that this deal is going to be made for 10 years. I don't know this yet, but I'm waiting to see that this deal is meant to be for 10 years. Can you imagine a club in Kenya being promised 4 million per year for the next 10 years? So this one, I'll say, is speculation. I haven't seen it. But if it comes to this, that a club is going to get 4 million per year for the next 10 years from the broadcasting deal, we must, as Kenyans, put a full stop and put a stop to the life of FKF. And I'm saying, Kenyans, we must become the executioner, the jury and the judge. It is only the Kenyan people with sober minds who are going to step in. Right now, no one is coming out and saying, what are we going to do about this death of our Kenyan football, which is happening in front of our own eyes. We can see. And now, this issue of FKF housing everyone else in their house, we have the electoral committee in FKF office. We have Kenyan Premier League in FKF office. We have Women Premier League in FKF office. We have the National Super League run by FKF. We have the Division 1 run by FKF. What does this tells you? It tells you that FKF has consolidated everything into its own office, and this is so dangerous for our Kenyan football, because even the growth of our Kenyan football is no longer guaranteed. FKF is being controlled from all activities of our Kenyan football are being controlled from one single office of Nick Mwendo as the football president, and this is a catastrophe. This is so dangerous. honestly, we cannot carry on like this. We have to have the type of football where leagues and clubs have independence to run their own affairs. This consolidation reminds me of Moi era, when you had to know somebody close to the president or the president himself for your own town, for your own school, for your own hospital, or for anything to be done. This is dangerous, and we are not going to just speak and do nothing. Our football evolution is going to be the beginning of that. Football evolution is coming. As you can see, things are starting to happen. In UK, football is going on. As you can see behind me, we have a massive tournament today. So things are happening, and the international travel restrictions are going to end, and we are going to stage a football revolution in Kenya. We are going to tell every single person every single step of this revolution, because for me and for so many other Kenyans, there is just no way forward unless we actually stage this football revolution and win the war against those people who have been destroying our football. Because our football has been destroyed. We have no football as we speak. Our football, the entire football in the country, is on a king-size bed, kissing the ghost of death. And unless Kenyans, we come together and do something, we shall cry until Jesus comes back. The next generation has nothing and nothing to inherit. Is this what we want? Like I keep saying now, let us talk about the COVID money. We know that CAF gave FKF COVID money 20 million. We know very well FIFA gave FKF COVID money 50 million. We know very well the government of Kenya gave FKF 5 million COVID money. That is the only money that was distributed to players. So what has happened to the 70 million from 20 from CAF and 50 from FIFA? We know, we will be told by the federation, it was used within the federation to, to caution hard times within the federation and administration. This is the common word in FKF. Whenever the money cannot be found, it is going to be used for administration. Now, we know very well another 50 million is on the way from FIFA to FKF. And what we are being told is that this money is going to be used by FKF to facilitate COVID issues and to test players if they have COVID. Now, the total of this from CAF and FIFA will be 120 million in total. This is a lot of money, and players are not benefiting from it. So we must be told, what is this administration? What is this facilitation within FKF that is spending this such amount of money? And like I'm saying, FKF is not able to hold itself accountable. Who is holding FKF accountable? We know that the term of office for NEC members finished in February, but right now the activities are so busy in FKF office, and the president is busy, the CEO is busy doing stuffs day and night, and this is why deals are announced, are done in the boardrooms and announced in the daytime. And I don't know who are in this boardroom, because as we speak today, FKF has no NEC committee. So who are negotiating these deals for the Kenya Premier League? You understand the Bet King deal. Now we are being told about the broadcasting deal. And these deals are so small that clubs will not survive in Kenya. Especially, as you know, Bet King, 5-year deal is a very long time. And I keep saying this, only people without proper mind can negotiate 5-year deal, and now we are hearing 10-year deal. But the 10-year deal, I want to be fair. Let us wait for it to be announced, and then we are going to clarify and talk about it more. But if it is what I'm hearing, 4 million Kenya shilling per year for the next 10 years about broadcasting deal, and you cannot bring anyone else in, for me, this is the worst of the worst, and it is very concerning. And unless Kenyans, we stage a football revolution so that we can clean all the mess. We cannot clean one mess at a time. The mess of election, the mess of corruption, the mess of lack of accountability, the mess of people being excluded. There are so many messes that we cannot clean one at a time. It will take us 100 years. So the best way to do is to clean all the mess at once, and this can only be done through a football revolution. Therefore, Wakenya wenzangu, for us to have what we are looking for, a good football, that is people-centered football. And why am I saying this? People-centered football is what Kenya needs, so that we can grow our Kenyan football economy, so that our football governance can be right, so that the leagues and clubs can survive, so that the federation can become a multi-billion federation. This issue of federation cannot even pay starlet. Federation cannot even pay Harambee Stars player. Every little money must come from the government or FIFA or CAF. This is wrong. It's very wrong, because our population is big enough to allow the federation to make enough money to run its affairs, to pay football players, national team football players, and to contribute enough money to the GDP and to the country's economy. Therefore, what it is that football has not been run well. The federation, FKF as we know it, cannot take our Kenyan football to the next level. But to go to that level, like I keep saying, we don't need a new football president. We don't need the incumbent. In Kenya, we don't need football president. What we need is a revolution. That is what's going to take care of everything. And every Kenyan must be involved. Please be part of it. Let us together come together and stage up this football revolution. Only a football revolution, I will keep saying this, only a football revolution has the capacity to change our football for better, for this generation and the coming generation. The past generation, we cannot blame them. This is our generation that is going to save our Kenyan football. I leave you in peace. I'm gone.